Good morning, guys, and welcome back to T2SMC Trader. How are you all? I hope everyone is cool. If you can hear me, if everything is good, please let me know before I go furthermore. And please make sure you have pushed the like button if you didn't yet. Hey, Vin, good morning. Tamimi, good morning, brother. Thanks for being over here, both of you. Just let me know if you guys can hear me. Sound is good, or there is no noise, or any technical error, something like that. Good morning, Suzivan. Sound is clear. Okay, that's cool. I just needed one confirmation. I have already got it. Thank you, Suzivan. Thank you, Tamimi, both of you. I'm already late, so it's 9:10 already. This is the calendar for this week, and you can see today's Monday. We don't have any news today. Tomorrow also we don't have any news. Wednesday we have CPI. Now, to be honest, I don't know how this CPI is going to work. But according to our rules, we should not go any kind of trade before the CPI. So if we have Wednesday CPI, then Monday, Tuesday is the no trading day. Still, that is the normal rule. We'll see the market. If there is anything good, we'll look for that. Otherwise, if it is messy, then we'll of course let it go. This is just a primary concern that we have CPI around Wednesday, Monday, and Tuesday is the lowest probable day to trade. Then we have CPI. I mean, sorry, on Thursday we have PPI. No need to worry about that because we are going to start our trading after 9:30, so we don't care about that. Friday also good. We have EOM, consumer status sentiment, doesn't have any impact on the market. So just we have to worry about this today, Monday and Tuesday, because it can be a bit messy before the CPI. It can be just a bit messy, okay? Otherwise, every single other day is good. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, these 3 days good to trade, in my opinion. So we'll see how this market is going to work. Would love to come to the chart directly. Over here, this is the weekly chart for Nasdaq, and you can see here it's been marked as my new week opening gap. So there is a small volume imbalance from the weekly chart. This candle closed, this candle open, a small volume imbalance. So I kept it over here just to identify, can it go through this and keep going higher? Or does it want to fall from there and would love to take this relatively equal lows or all of this sell side liquidity to trade this big buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. This two line is the TGIF line. That means from here to here, if you see, this is the 20% of this line over here, and this is the 30%. Sorry, why it's not like this way? So this is the actually the candle, it was right over here. This is the 20% of the previous week candle, this is the 30% of the previous week candle. Can the market trade any of these two lines before falling again? That is the primary objective of Monday. So far you have seen that this market went through this two line, doesn't matter, because if it close below this line over here, the TGF is done by today. But if it close above this two line, then tomorrow I will also look for this two line to be traded at first. Then we'll keep looking for the buying opportunity. So this is all going to happen after today's candle close. I'll go to the daily chart within a moment. But for now, just watch it that this market, I have this line over here, which is the TGIF line, this two line. I'm going to remove this. This two line is the TGIF line. This is the volume imbalance. Watching, can the upper run is going to stop over here and then start to fall again. Can it do that? However, this three line is the standard deviation line. So if you guys remember, this is minus 1.5 standard deviation. Actually, I'm going to go back to daily chart. So here, this is minus 1.5 standard deviation, minus 2 standard deviation, minus 2.5 standard deviation. So I told that when market has closed above minus 1.5 standard deviation, there is a high probability this market will come to the minus 2.5 standard deviation. Before coming over here, it can give me some sort of reaction from minus 2 standard deviation. So they are not the random line where the market went or how far this market went. For the first time, I had the opportunity to predict the all-time high, at least before the reaction. I had the opportunities and this market has rejected from this three line, any of these three line. Okay, so minus 2 standard deviation, stop the market, send it lower, and then build this sell side liquidity over here. We'll see, can it go through this and take these relatively equal lows, come to this volume, I mean, sorry, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. Can it come over here? That is my interest to see if it can do that. However, it doesn't mean that I'm bearish for long term, even though ICT is bearish for a long period of time. I have watched his weekly analysis yesterday. I'm really so nervous right now because to me, I'm still bullish. Okay, I'm still interested to see this market will come to this line over here. But the way ICT has explained, it's of course logical, and he's my mentor. So I just borrowed this gap from ICT, to be honest. He has marked this gap, so I borrowed this gap from ICT as he is also interested to see can it reverse from there or not. So I just kept it over here to find out does it really would love to respect from this volume balance or not. Okay. So just I borrow it from ICT, nothing to shame. He's my mentor. Okay. So I really don't care. But if you ask me, I am really bullish. I really would love to see this market to go higher and come over here, but before it happens, really can it fall one more time according to ICT's explanation, come any of this area and then keep going higher? Can it do that? That is also in my mind. So I will actually wait for today's candle to close before determine that I'm bullish or bearish. If I see today's candle has closed below this line, okay, just below this line, it doesn't need to close below that line. Even if it closed below this line, today's candle, that means after 459, I will keep looking for the selling opportunity until any of this gap. And then if it really fall for this gap, which is like something we'll see later, but at least these two gap over here, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, I'll keep looking for that sell until here. But if the candle fail to close below this line, at least below this line, then I'll be extremely bullish for a long period of time again, or until this minus 2.5 standard deviation. Now, really, I would love to show you something else from the weekly chart. When this market has fallen or retraced and came here, what do I have over there? Do I have anything around that area that this market has rejected or has respected this line? So if you see this low, which is a dealing range low, and this high, which is a dealing range high, I want to see how this market has worked with this dealing range. So here to here, I'm going to go back for the quadrant level. As you can see, it tapped to the upper quadrant over here, right? So it's something really so beautiful the way this market perfectly rejected from this line over here, the upper quadrant of this whole dealing range. It doesn't need to come to the 50% or the 6 on 8 level. It doesn't need to come over here. It can simply reject from here. But if it was from the 15-minute chart, I would fail to take any kind of trade from there. But as it is happening from the daily chart or the big dealing range, I still believe that I'll find some opportunities to take the buy. So if the market really interested to reject uh, from there and it would love to keep going higher, I prefer that would be the best case of scenario to me. So gone to my head, I want to see this market to go higher from this upper quadrant level of this whole dealing range. So it's not a random level where this market came. It's a very specific level that is respecting so far. But I need to get over sure, is it really going to reverse from here and keep going higher or not? Okay, just I need to make sure that it is going higher. How I'm going to get that information that it is really going higher from this upper quadrant level. So far, whatever I showed you here, don't get confused when I'll be in lower time frame. This two line is the TGIF line. Why this two line is important? To see how today's candle is going to close. So that is why this two line is important. This gap is the volume imbalance or new week opening gap. According to ICT, it can maximum go until this line, then it can start to reverse from there. That is why I'm watching this gap over here. Can it stop the market, send it lower or not? These two line here and here is the standard deviation line, and the black line is minus 2 standard deviation. This is the whole dealing range quadrant level. So I'm going to remove this quadrant level within a moment. I mean, after a bit, I'll remove this quadrant level because it's going to be a lot of lines over here. But first, I need to show you how I'm going to be very confident to understand this is a bullish market or this is a bearish market. I'm coming back to hourly chart. And from this hourly chart, if you see here, right, around this area, this high has cleared this swing high. So this is the first time market has built the all-time high, then fall, swing high, fall. This swing high has been cleared over here, then fall. This swing high has been cleared. These two swing highs over here. So here to here was the dealing range. But later, when this market fall, build a swing high, fall again, take this swing high. I'm interested to look for this swing high to this swing low as my dealing range. So I'm seeing from here to here where is my 6 on 8 level. So if I come here and you can see this is the equilibrium of this dealing range and this is the 6 on 8 level. That means if this market can close from the hourly chart above this line, that should be a beautiful close. Okay, not like one candle has closed, respected this bearish gap, and then the very next candle started to fall. that is called the fake breakout. I don't want to see that type of fake breakout. I want to see a speedy move through this line that will tell me that this dealing range from the whole dealing range, remember from the weekly chart, the high over here and the low over here, the upper quadrant, the best area for the reversal, I mean for the stopping the retracement, that is the best line. Of course, it can come to the equilibrium. I don't want to see that. If it reverse from there, that is the best case of scenario. So I'm going back here and watching, can this line stop the market and sending it higher? How I'm going to get that confirmation? If the candle can close above this line with the speed, I'll get the confirmation that, oh, okay, this is not a bearish market anymore, this is a bullish market. But if it started to respect either of this line, 50% or 618, and then started to fall or give me any sort of selling opportunity in aligned with this new week opening gap, I will start to look for sell. Unfortunately, I will look for that. Okay, so right now I'm in a no man's land still. I really don't know how to find the bias as long as it's not going to show me the bias. You see here, this low and that low, they're the relatively equal lows. Okay. So I'm going to mark this relatively equal lows over here around there, which is an obvious liquidity around here. And if you mark this low that has traded this specific fair value gap, but also cleared this low with a shallow run. So this is also a obvious liquidity. I'm just going to move this liquidity from this level to that low. Okay, so remember how I'm going to mark this sell side liquidity. This low has been cleared over here by a shallow run, traded this last fair value gap over here, then went higher, fall, come back here, go back again, took this low, extreme low. This is the origin low of the setup. Remember, this is the origin low of the setup. If you guys remember over here, that was the origin low of the setup. So this market took this relatively equal lows. I don't give a shit because that was the origin low. Here, this is that origin low of the setup. So as long as this low is not going to be taken, there is a high probability this market will keep going higher, keep going higher, keep going higher. How long? Until minus 2.5 standard deviation. That is also been marked from our chart long before it appeared. I mean, this market started to go higher. So can this market come over here? How I'm going to get confirmation? This low is not taken yet. This is an obvious sell side liquidity. If it is bearish and if it is started to respect any of these two line over here and then started to fall, of course it will go for this sell side liquidity. Not only going to stop over here, it will come around that area. That is a different case of scenario. I'm not interested to see that right now because here I'll just watch the market how it is going to work. Okay, so these dealing range high to low, this is the 50%. Right now, this market is around the 50% area. Now I'm going back to 15-minute chart to show you something more important. Here in 15-minute chart, if you take a closer look around this area, this was a bearish market, right? This was a bearish market, and then this market went higher. It came higher. Take this swing high over here. This swing high has been cleared over here. Build a swing low over here. Market structure shift over here. Fair value gap over here. Market should tap to this fair value gap, should keep falling. When this is a market structure shift and this setup didn't work. I have already showed you this example from my 1 minute chart a lot of times, but I'm going to show you the direction, how you can find that direction as well. This market fall cleared a lot of sell side liquidity. What should it do? It should keep going higher, as well as this is a bearish market. So is that a retracement from any of this gap, or is it actually going to go higher? How I'm going to get that confirmation? Market came here, trade this gap, took some swing high, gave me lower market structure shift, fair value gap. It should tap to this fair value gap, should keep falling. It didn't do that. Instead of that, it has given me a higher market structure shift. So this lower market structure shift is now going to be judged as a liquidity taken. Another market structure shift toward the bullish market. And this is the gap. Market tap to this gap. I'll be on 1 minute chart. I'll see, can the market give me an buying opportunity? That is on how you can also look for a bias from your 15-minute chart. More importantly, as I told you, as long as this market is here, I'm not going to do anything over here. I'll just keep watching how this market is going to react with any of this line here, here, or from this new week opening gap. How it is going to respect from there. I'm not bearish. I'm not bullish. I'm nothing. I'll just keep watching the market if it can provide me anything over here. However, if it bullish, then of course I'll try to take some buy. But right now, this market is in premium area. So this is a premium area. How it is in premium? Dealing range high, dealing range low. Equilibrium is over here. Above the equilibrium, this is the premium. So even if I'm interested to take a buy, I have to look for a buy when this market will come back again into the discount to take the buy. Otherwise, this is a premium area where I should prefer to look for the sell instead of taking buy. If I'm wrong, if this market is actually going higher from here without any sort of retracement or anything, I'll just simply let this go. If you guys remember in that area where I let the market go, then frame the sell. I'll just do the same thing over here again. Just a second, guys. Thank you. I'll just simply let this go. Okay. What else I wanted to say from here to here, it's a run of 823 handles. So this market has moved already 823 handles. So please be careful before taking any sort of entries over here. Just be careful about that. However, I would love to cover the London session as well, because from the last 8 9 days, I'm keep showing you the London session. So I would love to cover the London session as well. I have still 4 minutes left. I told you 95% of the time London session is the liquidity making session. So you can see here, this is a swing high. I'm going to mark that swing high, going to extend it to my right, going to change the color to here, and I need to make it a bit thinner. So here, light, okay. And this is another swing high over here. I'm going to mark that swing high and extend it to my right. This is a swing low. I'm going to mark this swing low. Sorry, that swing low, and going to extend it to my right. Okay. So I'm interested to see, can the market build any sell side liquidity so that I can frame a buy, or can it build a swing high so that I can frame a sell over here. Going back to 1 minute chart, I only know that I'm allowed to take any kind of entry from 2 to 3 a.m. New York local times. Okay. So while this market came here near to this swing low over here, and you see there is 2 a.m. This is that area where is 2 a.m. After this candle, I'm allowed to take any kind of trade after this candle. So I saw this market came near to this swing low from 15-minute chart, and then gave me a market structure shift, fair value gap. If you frame this buy, you are good to go. But I was really not interested to take this buy over here, because from 15-minute chart, I have seen that this market has closed. See this candle, it has closed below this low. So it didn't build the liquidity over here. This is not my liquidity session. I mean, sorry, it didn't build the sell side liquidity because the body has closed below this line. If the body failed to close below this line, I would frame the buy over here. So I was not able to take frame any short of buy over here. Unfortunately, I let this market to go higher. So when it came near to this line, which is old swing high, right? From 50-minute chart, old swing high. I started to think, can it provide me any sort of selling opportunity over here? Now, as you can see over here, around this area, there is not even single lower market structure shift, not even a single inversion fair value gap, nothing was over there. So I was watching how this market is going to go higher. And then this market come back again near to this swing high from 15-minute chart, and then give me a market structure shift, entry fair value gap, breakaway gap, 1, 2, 3, 4. Within 4 candle, it has provided a beautiful entry from the entry fair value gap. Stop loss should be above this high. Even if you put the stop loss above the breakaway gap, that is also good. But the safest area is to put the stop loss above this high, which is nearly 41 handle. I'm not able to do that. So I was seeing, can it work from here, which is 34 handle over here. Okay. So from this 22 YT model, this entry fair value gap, you can see here. Then finally, market has fallen actually 95 handle. I believe that I would get some profit over here, at least like 1:1 partial maybe, and then maybe I would get stopped out to the break even. And then if there was any re-entry opportunity over here, I was just watching this market live, and I was watching how it is going to work over here. I just didn't like the way it was consolidating over here. I really didn't like it. And when it has started to fall, I was just watching the highest up close body close candles, not the candle. One, two, three. These three candles. Can it work as a order block? One, two, three candle. When this candle closed below this three candle, I was just watching, can it tap to this order block, consecutive order block, and can it fall from there for this sell side liquidity, this low and that low. They're the relatively equal lows. So can it fall from there? So first logic is, market is going to build the liquidity. Did it make the liquidity? I know it's not a big run. 100 handle, it's not a big run. I know, I agree with you. 100 handle is not a big run, but still that has provided you 100 handle. I think it's good. Even if you look for this trade, which is not a perfect trade to me, but still, if you look for this trade, that has provided you near about 233 handle. That is my liquidity making session around the London session. If you guys really get it helpful, please make sure you have observed it, and then you are going to use that. Okay. So market has traded the 50% of the new week opening gap. a beautiful market structure shift. Can it start to fall? I'm just watching to see that. So this 9:30 open, and that's gonna be my first trade for today. If it come to this gap, I'll just see where is the stop loss is going to be. Oh man, oh man. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, 33, and I don't know how to take this risk over here. Better let this go. It's a huge stop loss, so better let this go. Not going to take this one. It's a huge stop loss. No need to take that specific risk. So market opened, and let's see if it can fall. Is it going to retrace from here? The 50% of the opening gap, new week opening gap, and can keep falling or not? Or does it really would love to go higher? I'm not going to take any decision as long as it's not going to confirm, not going to look for the bias as long as it's not going to confirm the bias. So I need to see, can it fall from this any of this line, 50%, 6 on 8 level, or from this new week opening? Can it fall from here, or does it really would love to go higher and keep going higher? What does it wants to do? I need to look for that first at first. Guys, please don't forget to push the like button and subscribe. I'm just not interested to enter over here, but we'll watch this order block. Remember why I'm not taking this trade? Because the stop loss is gonna be too big. I'm not interested to get this huge stop loss. Mhm. There is some liquidity here. Can it fall for this sell side liquidity? Watching, can it close below this candle? Not going to take any trade over here because it's highly volatile market. So I'll just watch, can it keep falling? Man, if it was not highly volatile, maybe we'd get that opportunity to take this trade. Unfortunately, it's highly volatile. Okay, খুলো আম্মা. Okay, guys, I'll just take a break. Okay, just 5 minute break. Just give me 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Watching this gap, can it trade this gap and build an order block over here? If it can do that from this area, I'll just look for that sell as well. Can it build any sort of order block from this gap? If it doesn't, still that is highly volatile. So let this go. That was really a 20 beautiful 22 YT model, but the stop loss could be a huge stop loss. Let's see how it's going to work. If the body failed to close above this CE, then I'll try to look for an order block to look for the sell for this sell side liquidity over here. That sell side liquidity is good. Let's see how it is going to react from this fair value gap. Just don't want to see anybody to close above the 50% of this gap, and wanna see any sort of highest up close I'm sorry, up close body close candle to look for an order block. Can it make it? This is really the extremely volatile market. I'm just afraid if I frame a trade and it's not going to work, that's gonna a 67 handle loss, huge loss. However, the market just started, open, so we don't need to worry about anything else. We still have a lot of time. I hope we'll find some opportunities. And there is a huge opening gap. There is a huge opening gap here. There is a huge opening gap here as well. This candle close, this candle open. This is the opening gap. So quadrant level, a huge opening gap. We'll see. If the body close below the 50%, I'm not going to take any short of sell over here. So I need to see a body to close below this 50%, and then up close body close candle will be engulfed by a bearish candle so that I can frame a sell over here. How to guys, please don't forget to push the like button. As long as it is highly volatile, I'm not going to go for any kind of trade if it is not overconfident trade. I need an overconfident trade at first. Okay. Can the candle close below this line? I hope this is gonna be my first trade for today. I'll keep the stop loss here. Okay, that's gonna be my first trade for today. Let's see if it works. First trade from this order block. Hope it will work. I didn't put my stop loss above this candle. I just put my stop loss above the CE of this gap just to see if it can work over here until here. Okay, so of course I'll look for the partial around 1:1, which is here, at least the partial, and then if it can keep falling for this sell side liquidity over here around that area. Okay, first trade for today. It can be a losing trade. Of course, this is a probability game. I'm just watching if this probable opportunity works or not. Okay, Come on, market, fall now. Not going to move my stop loss a bit, nothing. If it stop me out over there, that is more than good. But not going to take any sort of moving stop loss over here because I can't put my stop loss above this high. This is a losing trade. Okay. So we'll wait for the next opportunity. If it provide me that, we'll see. As long as it's not going to close above the CE of this gap, I'm interested to see any sort of selling opportunity. If it close above the CE, not going to take any trade over here. So go back to the old order block to trade. Let's see if it can fall right now. Okay, it has closed above the C, not going to take any trade over here. I'll just wait. Does it want to go higher now? I have no bias. Okay, as long as I don't have any bias, I'll just keep waiting. First of all, this market is highly volatile. Secondly, if I'm in a wrong side, then it will punish me like hell. So I don't want to get punished over here. At least not blowing the account. One loss will be mitigated easily. That's cool. But as long as it's not going to show me something good, I'm not going to touch it again. Am I going to think about the buy? Not yet. Not yet. I'm just watching. Can it provide me another selling opportunity after closing below this gap? If it doesn't, I'll just keep waiting. If any of you are interested to take the buy, please take it. Not bullish yet, okay? Even though it is respecting this gap as the inverse way, really not interested to see the bullishness yet. It seems like an inducement leg to me, to be honest. The market has just opened. We don't need to rush on loss. We'll wait for the next best opportunity to see if there is anything. Find a beautiful setup. If you watch this 50-minute chart, I know that it has already traded this gap. Still, I'm not convinced. If it fall over here, that would be awesome to think about a buy. But from here, not interested to see that. So far, this is respecting this line over here. See this 50% line that is getting respected. From hourly chart, seems like a beautifully respecting the 50% of the dealing range. So does it really would love to reverse from there as well as the 50% of the new week opening gap? Does it want to fall? Or can it keep going higher? I need to see something over here that will tell me I can take the sell, or I can go for the sell, or I can go for the buy. So here, even though that was not a good order block, but as an opportunity to me that didn't work, gave me 37 handle loss. We'll wait for the next opportunity that's going to be more easier for me to find out the buy. No trade is valid, no buy is valid while the market is below the new week opening gap. I'll keep both of this chart over here. Still, this order block is holding the market. The highest up close body close candle is also holding the market. This old gap is also holding the market. New week opening gap low is holding the market. Everything is holding the market. To me, still there is no buying opportunity yet. It also can be a highly consolidated market as well. But I really would love to see if it can fall and take at least this sell side liquidity, trade this gap. Even if it would love to go higher, I agree with that. Okay, no problem, brother, go higher. But at least fall over here, give me that reaction, then go higher. But don't just simply go higher from this specific area. I just don't want to accept these things over here. So here, this gap is my highest priority to see. Can it fall for this gap before going higher? If it was not highly volatile, I would try one more sell while the candle will close below this gap. I would try this. I'm not going to take this trade, okay? But I would try this sell over here, which is 6 to 1 handle, which is nearly impossible for me, okay? So this candle, if it tap over here, that would be my second entry. I'm not taking this trade. It's not a valid trade to me. I'm just saying if it was not highly volatile, then I would go for this trade over here, at least until here. As it is highly volatile market and I can't put my stop loss over here, which is 6 to 1 handle, I'll just simply let this trade go. Not going to take it. 60 on handle is actually huge for me, okay? So I prefer something much more easier so that I can frame a sell that is smaller stop loss. So we'll see if this gap can hold the market and send it lower. Not yet anything. So see if it can hold the market and send it lower. Market fall, trade back to this old order block, fall again. Can it keep falling for this sell side liquidity? Difficult market, difficult market. Retest the order block. Should I try this? 31 handle. No, I'll not go for that. Gambling. Let the market first decide where does it really want to go. That could be a losing trade. I didn't go for this trade. Today just one trade. So far it's a losing trade. I'll go for the trade when I'll get more confident and I'll think that okay, there is a high probability it is going to work. As long as I'm not going to find that, I'm not going to take any trade. This short-term buy side liquidity, can I take it? Let the 10 a.m. to go at first. One trade so far, no other trade. I'll just waiting to see something that will give so much confidence to take another buy or sell anything. So far, it's just doing the consolidation. As you can see here, this order block is holding the market as well as this market is not falling. It's just randomly going up and down, up and down, up and down with huge volatility. So just need to confirm, does it really would love to go higher? Does it want to fall? What does it wants to do? It has so far built some liquidity over here as well. Another buy side liquidity here. How do you want to work? Where do you want to go? Market is just simply consolidating. Nothing else is happening. Create the sell side now. I could think about a sell if it wouldn't happen here again one more time. Now I can't look for the sell. Maybe it will fall. Maybe this liquidity will be taken now, but I can't even think about a sell right now. After seeing this liquidity and that liquidity has been created over here, I will just simply let this go and will wait after 10 if it can provide me something that will help me to find out a buy opportunity or sell opportunity. If it do that, so that was a big run. 20%, sorry, 30% of the TGIF line. So far, it tapped over here. Can it take this sell side liquidity, come to this bullish fair value gap, and then started to go higher, or can it keep falling? I'm just not able to enter over here by any chance, by any how. As you can see, it's highly volatile, first of all. And secondly, it's leaving the buy side liquidity over there. So it's engineering the liquidity. I'll see if it can take the sell side liquidity and then can go higher or not. Mhm. If you ask me, I really would love to see it will to go higher one more time, clear some sort of buy side liquidity. Maybe it will not go. You will see. Ten a.m. candle first fall to the bullish gap. Can it go higher now? I'm just interested to see can it go higher now and clear any of these two sell buy side liquidity. If it keep falling, I will have nothing to do right now because I had the opportunity from this gap, but the way it worked over here, I'm not able to trade this market. So right now I'm watching can it go higher from here. Not a long term buy, I mean bullishness, just a short period of time. I want to see the bull market one more time to clear this liquidity and then we'll look for the sell again. But even if it would love to go higher, how can I enter over here? What can I use here to take the entry? Nothing yet. Difficult market, stay out. Okay, as long as there is nothing good, good setup, stay out from the market. I'm also watching the 15-second chart. There is still nothing over here. Also from the 15-second chart, it's totally mess over there. Simply mess over there. If you have the opportunities, you can see the 15-second chart as well. I'm just watching can it go higher from here to take at least this buy side liquidity. But I really don't have any idea how can I enter over here from this specific area. How can I enter? Like I don't see any model over here so that I could enter to this market. If you have any opportunities, of course, like, try to enter. Okay, I don't see anything yet. Come on, baby, you're not. Give me opportunity, take the buy. Let's see how it is going to work. No buy yet, okay? If you find the opportunities, go for it. I still didn't see any opportunities. I can't simply enter from this fair value gap. I can't do that. So I need something that will tell me, brother, you can take the buy right now. You're good to go for the buy right now. I don't see yet anything like that. But when I add over here, nothing. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. No, there is no order block, unfortunately. At least not to me. I don't see any order block. If you find any order block, please use that. Go for the trade. I don't see any opportunities yet, so I'm not taking any trade. I'm cool with that. One loss only, and for 37 handle, and I'll just wait. As long as there is nothing good to me, I'm not going to take any trade. I need something very beautiful. Fall, take sale. I don't think so. It's a good idea. Can it keep falling? Of course, it can keep falling. You remember the level 50%, 6 on 8, and the new week opening up concurrent crossment, how beautifully it has been rejected from there. It can simply keep falling for the sell side liquidity, for the this extreme sell side liquidity. But for me to enter into the trade, I just can't take any entry, sell entry over here. This bullish PDRA can stop the market, send it, keep sending it like higher. It can do that. So I'm not interested to enter over here to take the sell. I'm still watching. Can it go higher and take this buy side liquidity for now? Okay, I'll go for the next trade for today. If it can close above this candle, now I would love to look for a buying opportunity from this order block from here. If it close above this candle, I'm gonna take this trade over here for this buy side liquidity, of course, after clearing some partial. If it close above this line, and of course, it has to come back again to this order block within three candle. If it doesn't come, I'm not going to take this trade, okay? It has to come back again to this order block to take this trade. Otherwise, I got the market structure shift. If there is a fair value gap, I'll try to take this buy from this fair value gap. If it give me any sort of bullish fair value gap over here, depending on the stop loss. If I see the stop loss is too much, I'm not going to take this trade as well. So I've found the 22 YT model over here. After clearing all the sell side liquidity I was interested to see to be taken, market has traded the bullish fair value gap from the 15-minute chart. This is the market structure shift if it build any fair value gap. Otherwise, if it tap over here, I'll try to take this buy from this order block. Come on, market, fall to this order block. Either way, I'll try to take this buy from the order block. Okay, even if it build the fair value gap, I'll look for the buy from this order block because you can see here the fair value gap high and the order block distance is just a bit. So I don't need to take the entry from this gap. I can simply take the trade from the order block. If it fall and take me, then I'll try this buy over here. Otherwise, I'll just let this go. The second trade for today. Okay, that could be the entry. Let's see if it can keep going higher now. The second trade for today. If any of you are in this trade and if the market gave you an opportunity to take the partial, please take the partial around 1:1. So which is gonna be like here. Please try to take the partial around here. If it come here and gave you the opportunity to take the partial, clear the partial over here, then hold the trade as long as you want. This line. If it come to this line, try to take the partial. Put your stop loss to the break even and hold the trade as long as you want. Okay. So second trade at least gave me the partial, which is 35 handle. Now we'll see if it can come to this buy side liquidity over here. So far it has worked so beautifully. First trade is a losing trade for 37 handle. Second trade has given me so far 50 handle. Wanted to see if it can come to this buy side liquidity. Okay. Today so far I framed two trade by calling. The first trade is a losing trade for 37 handle. Second trade has given me so far 62 handle. Hope for the best. I hope I'll get this 161 handle. Even if I don't get it, I don't care because you know at least loss will be mitigated. Loss will be mitigated over here. I'm happy with loss mitigation, but I prefer this market to come for this buy side liquidity at least. If it come over here, that is the best case of scenario. I'm going to remove this partial level from here because I need to see if it can provide any sort of bullish fair value gap over here. I need a bullish fair value gap. Otherwise, this old gap, bearish gap can work as a reclaimed bearish gap, can keep sending the market lower. So I have to see any sort of bullish fair value gap over here that will give me the confidence to keep holding the trade for the buy side liquidity. Come on, market. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me something. I know you will go for that buy side liquidity. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Also, this is the 22 bullish model, okay, guys? My maximum target is this buy side liquidity over here. That is going to be my maximum target. But if I were you, I would try to take some partial to this old line over here. which is not a small partial. Okay, so it's gonna be 106 handle partial. However, guys, I really don't know it will go higher or not, but from here to here, around here, it's kind of like 73 handle. I believe that after getting a loss of 37 handle, it's gonna not only going to I mean mitigate your loss, it's going to make you profitable as well. Okay, so just make sure you have taken some partial if any of you are in this trade. I am not sure it will go for this buy sell liquidity or not, because from my higher time frame it has already traded a lot of bullish PDRA, sorry, bearish PDRA. So if it really would love to come over here, that's I'm lucky. But I need to see this market to go over here. We'll see if it can do that. I need a bull gap over here. That's all I need to find the beauty of. By the way, guys, make sure your stop loss is at the break even. Okay, your stop loss should be at the break even. Please don't hesitate to put your stop loss to the break even. I'm telling this for your good. I know there is an unfinished business. Market didn't build the bearish order block yet. Sorry, bullish order block yet from this 22 IT model. But still, be very careful. Okay, make sure your stop loss is at the break even. Even if you close the trade over here, you'll be profitable. It's 42 handle, but make sure your stop loss is at least to the break even. You can take re-entry. Okay, re-entry, there is nothing wrong, but don't take the risk to get stopped out with some losses after getting the partial. I don't think so. It's a good idea. Okay, so it came back again to the break even. Not bad. So at least the partial has cleared. So just keep it like this way. Okay, over here. Trade this gap, which should be an unfilled gap. Does it really would love to keep falling? No idea. I don't know you guys are getting it or not. It's highly difficult market to trade. So make sure you have taken some partial and your stop loss is in the safe place. So far I have framed two trade. One is a losing trade, one is a winning trade. We'll see the next trade if it can provide something good to me. Can I take the sell? Still not. Not taking this trade, okay? It's not a valid trade. I'm not taking this trade. I'm just watching the market, how it is going to behavior with this indecisive candle, not taking this trade from here. Observing this gap as well as this word block, who is going to be the winner over here. This is not a valid trade. This is not a valid trade to me. It will work. I don't give a shit. It's not a valid trade to me. I need to see this body to close above this gap before taking any trade. So if the body can close above this gap, I'll take the buy from this gap again. That's going to be my third trade for today. Before clearing this low over here. So not that low, here, this low. So if it failed to clear this low and then close above this gap, I'll go for this trade. It has to fail to go below this low. It has to close above this gap to give me a buying opportunity. If it close one tick above this gap, I'll go for this buy over here. This is going to be my third trade for today. If it close above this gap, tap to this gap, that's going to be my third trade for today. I'm putting my stop loss the tight as possible. Okay. So I'm not going to keep it below here. I'm not going to do anywhere. I'll just keep it over here. If it close above this gap, then it is valid. Otherwise, it's not a valid trade. Okay. It didn't close. So it's not a valid trade yet. Body has to close above this gap. Body failed to close above this gap. This trade is not a valid trade. Selling, I'm not thinking about a sell yet, but if the body failed to close above this gap, no trade to me. So for the 50% of this gap is holding. So I'm watching, can it go through this gap and keep going higher? If it doesn't do that, and instead of that close below this candle, I'll take this sell from this candle over here, from this bearish order block. So I need to see first what the market is going to do, what the market is going to do at first. Highly consolidate market, don't rush, just be patient. Hope so it will close above this. If it do that, I'm going to take this buy. Just don't know it will provide the opportunity or not. I don't think so it will give me that opportunity. I'll see 5 candle to see if it can come over here. If it doesn't come over here, instead of that, build a bullish parabolic gap over here. There is a down close body close candle. I'll use that down close body close candle to take the buy. Otherwise, if it can come over here, I'll try to take this sell. Sorry, this buy from this specific gap from 5 candle maximum. Come on, man, give me an opportunity. I was not able to take this buy from this water block because it was an gap. Yeah, sorry, it was working with this bearish gap. So I was not brave enough to take the buy from this water block from this old 22 to YT model. So I needed to see this gap to fail to hold the market and then start to go higher. So either if it has to come to this gap, if it come over here within 5 candle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'll take this buy. If it doesn't do that, instead of that, if it fall, come to this gap and build as a down close candle, if it can make a down close candle, I'll look for that buy from here. Whatever is going to happen, I'll just take the decision depending on that candle. If it doesn't give me the opportunity, I'll let this go. Doesn't want to give me the opportunity. Okay, no worries. Can I re-enter from here? No way. Simply no way. It has to give me the opportunities from here. So what it has done, it has actually built this unfilled gap after trading this order block, trade it, then build this unfilled gap. Now it is going for this buy side liquidity at first, then this buy side liquidity. I was just not brave enough to take the buy from this order block, which is here, that order block, because it was aligned with this bearish fair value gap. So I was not confident enough to take the buy from this order block. I needed to see the body to close above this bearish PD area. Then I could take the buy from this bearish PD area, but it gave me the speed and failed me to get the profit over here, unfortunately. That is the new week opening gap low. So market came to the new week opening gap low, rejecting from here. Wanna see can it go higher from this specific gap without any entry? Okay, I don't have any entry opportunities right now, but just wanna see if it can go higher from here. So I'll just watch it, but I have already missed the opportunity to take the entry from here. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Tamimi. Guys, I'm going to start actually not me. Tamimi is going to start the giveaway through our Discord. Yeah, bro. I'll just show you how to participate into that giveaway. Okay. I'm just going to show you that. When he will start it, I will just ask him to let me know, and I will just let you know how to join. Okay. So first, let him start it. In the meantime, let me see the chart. Okay. Perfect. Guys, if you are with us in our Discord over here, come to this browse channel. See here, the browse channel right here, giveaway. And it will appear here. You see, there is a tick on the box. Tick. If you click on that tick, here's the giveaway. So click on that giveaway and click on this icon over here. If you click on that icon, you'll be entered into this giveaway. If you click second time, it will give you a message that you are already entered in this giveaway, so you are not allowed to re-enter over here. Okay, so just come over here, click on this link. I mean this icon. You'll be entered into the giveaway. The winner will be chosen exactly at 11:01. It is a Lucid account from 50k. I mean Lucid 50k Pro account. I'm going to give this account to the winner. I don't know when I'm going to give you another account. If any of you are interested about Lucid account, Lucid Trader account, then please use the code T2 Wizard. You will get 50% discount by using T2 Wizard over there. And that was awesome. This old gap is still holding the market over here. Old gap. I believe this time it is going to be broken and market will clear at least this buy side liquidity. I'll see if it can catch this buy side liquidity as well. But this will be taken at least. I believe so. Then if it can go for this buy side liquidity as well. So this time I need a speed through this gap. So one candle will simply break this gap, not like this way, not like that way, not like this way. I need a speed candle that is going through this gap. One candle simply going to break this gap over here. Not two candle, not three candle, just one candle. One candle has to break this gap, okay, with the speed. If it doesn't do that, I'm afraid that it will start to consolidate again. I wish I could hold this trade over here from this order block. But to be honest, the volatility is too much. Otherwise, I would tell you guys to put the stop loss below this gap, at least just below this gap. Unfortunately, the volatility was too much. You can see it's 32 handle. So after getting a partial around 32 handle, if you keep your stop loss over here, that's gonna hurt you too much. If I'm wrong and this market just keep falling, it will hurt me a lot. So I needed to get stopped out so that I could re-enter over here from this 22 YT model from the order block. But while this order block has appeared on the chart, it has also built a bearish PDRA. So I was afraid, can this bearish PDRA hold the market and send the market lower below this candle to build another beautiful bullish order block? That's why I needed the confirmation, a candle to close above this gap. If it close it and then tap, I'm interested to re-enter over here as long as this low is not going to be taken. But unfortunately, you see this candle, how beautifully it has closed and the speed never come back again to this gap, never ever. So I have missed this trade. Here, I don't have any other opportunities to re-enter, but I can predict this gap, which is institutional order flow entry drill, is going to hold the market, sending it higher over there. Okay, so this is now going to work as an order block over here, and thus sending in the market higher. All I need one candle to break this gap, just one candle, not like this type of Mickey Mouse move. As long as this market is not going to go below this low, I'm believing this will go higher and take this buy side liquidity at least. Then we'll see if it can go for this buy side liquidity as well. So you see this candle, it needs to close above this gap. It needs to close above this gap. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Do that. When it will do that, next candle is going to take this buy side liquidity. Now this candle should take this buy side liquidity. Come on, you should take this line. Don't hesitate to take it. Yeah. Now I'll see if it can take this buy side liquidity as well. This one. Again, unfortunately, because of the volatility, I was not able to enter into this trade. I wanted to take the entry from this gap as inversed way, but unfortunately, it didn't give me that opportunity. Why? Why? This is not my inverse parallel gap. Okay, it was something. Actually, the main importance was this order block over here. I needed the confirmation. So as you can see here, before this candle, all of these candles were respecting the 50% of this gap, right? The 50%. So I was not confident enough to take the buy from this word block. I needed this confirmation. Unfortunately, the way it went here, unfortunate, absolutely unfortunate. But however, so far I have just framed two trade. Still I have the time. We'll see can it fall now again. I'm not interested to look for this market to keep going higher. I'm more interested to see can it fall right now. However, this is a new buy side liquidity that it has been created. I'm going to remove it. Can it take this buy side liquidity and start to fall again? I'm interested to see that. I'm going to remove all of these things because a lot of things over here. I have framed two trade today. One is the losing trade for 37 handle. Another trade has given so far like it has given 80 handle. I don't know how much did you catch. I really don't know how much did you catch, but it has given me 80 handle. If you didn't put your stop loss to the break even, it has given you the run until here. But after clearing the partial, if you put your stop loss to the break even, maybe you got a stopped out over there. However, is there anyone who got some of this trade? Guys, I would love to show you one more time how to enter to the giveaway. If you come to our Discord group, come to this browse the channel, come here, search box, right? Give. It will give you the giveaway. Click on here. There's a box. Okay, so click on that box. On the left hand side, here is the creator updates. So it can be like this. Okay, so maybe there is nothing you are seeing inside this creator updates, but inside this creator updates, if you click on this arrow over here, it will show you this giveaway over here. So click on that giveaway. It will appear on this area, and you see here this is an icon. Click on that icon. For the first time when you click the icon, you will be entered. The next time you click, it will give you an uh what is I mean the message you have successfully left the okay. I actually left the giveaway, so I re-entered, so I need to dismiss this message. When you'll click on this, it will give you a message, you have already entered the giveaway. You have already entered the giveaway. Okay, so dismiss the within 22 minutes the winner will be chosen over here, and I'll give him the account. It's a Lucid Pro account, 50K Lucid Pro account. I'm using the Lucid account. Okay. I would love to talk about a bit about the Lucid account. Lucid. Someone has given me some money, donated. Is that okay? Someone has given some donation. Who is that? Did you guys see any notification on the OBS studio, by the way? I'm currently up 110 points on this trade. Hey, Marbra, congratulations. Look on your 15-minute, it's showing inversion. I'll just see it within a moment. Guys, I was not reading your comment, but I will read your comment within a moment, okay? I was just watching the market. Now I'll just read your comment. I'm so sorry. I was focusing on the market because it's tough market to me. However, I love to talk about a Lucid trading account a bit. You see this account, I really love this account too much because they have the fastest payout. The the price is logical, no payout denial, like all of these things is really beautiful. Okay, so here is the Lucid Pro account. If you use the code T2 wizard, you will get 50% discount out of $135. For 50K account on our $185, you will get a 50% discount. 250, so 85 50%, 370 50%. Okay, whatever you use. If you go for this Lucid Flex, which I love actually, first of all, it is much more cheaper. You see, $100. If you use the code T2 wizard, it will cost you $50. 140 it will cost you $70. 225 it will cost you 120 to $12, something like that. $112, something like that. 100K Flex account. Okay, and the go on. I love this Flex account because here, if you see over there, the reset fee, I don't need to about that worry about that. Profit target is $3,000. Maximum loss limit 2,000. Both of them are almost same with other prop firms. End of the day drawdown. Daily loss limit, no daily loss limit. Consistency, 50% consistency while you are in eval. Okay. Maximum contract size 4 mini or 40 micro. So like your target is $3,000. You are allowed to make $1,500 by a day. So it will take 2 days to pass it. If you come over here in Pro account, there is no daily consistency rules for the eval. No consistency rules in the eval. You can pass it by 1 day. Just by 1 day you can pass it. But for Flex, you need at least 2 days to pass it. But when you will pass it, the funded account rules are awesome. There is no consistency in the funded account. So for the first day, maybe you have made $10,000. No problem, man. You don't need to worry about anything. Just make as much as money you can in the funded account. So there is no consistency in the funded account. But for the Lucid Pro, in the funded account, you have the consistency. So in the eval, there is no consistency. In the funded, there is 50% consistency, I guess, 40% consistency actually. I love this Flex account. If any of you are interested, please use the code T2 Wizard. You will get 50% discount. We have the direct Lucid Direct account as well. It is also going to cost you 50%, like 520. 50% is gonna cost like 200. 200 how much? 260, I guess. So $260 it will cost you for 50K direct account. Benefit is if you have 5 funded account and if you can make 5 payout by one account, 5 payout, they will move you to the live account. What is the benefit in the live account? First benefit, most of the prof firm they will charge you $129 for the CME data. So when you will move to the live account, they will charge you every month as long as you are not going to blow that account. Every month $129 for the data fee, okay? CME data fee. But for Lucid Trading, there is no data fee. Simply, it's free. You are in live. You don't need to worry to pay anything over there. Now, if you can make $10, just $10, end of the day, you will request that $10. There is no limit. You can request $10. You can request $10,000. It will be split to 10, sorry, 100 to 80 split. It will be split 80-20. So they will take 20% from your profit and they will give you 80% from your profit. So if you request $10, they will give you $8 and they will take $2 and you will get it within 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes it will be in your work market account. So it's really so fast, awesome, really awesome when you will be in the live account. When you are in the funded account, still that is good. You have to trade 5 days and every day you have to make at least $150 for 50K account. You have to make at least $150. So if you can make $150, good man. Start start playing the game, okay? So either way you are not going to stop around 150. Of course you will try to mark target like 300 $400. I highly appreciate if you guys use the code T2 Wizard. It's not bearish to me yet because it's, you see this liquidity market left over here. I want to see this market to go higher one more time to take this liquidity. So I'm watching, can it fall a bit more so that I can frame another buy? If it can do that, I'll to look for the buy. Some of you can think this is not going to fall, go for this and take the sell. I'm not interested to take the sell. I'm watching, can it fall a bit more so that I can frame a buy again for this buy side liquidity. If it doesn't fall, let it keep going higher. I'll just let it go. Today I framed two trade. First from this order block, it didn't work, 37 handle loss. Then I have framed another order block entry from here, I guess, if I'm not wrong. Okay, no, from here actually. From this order block, I took the buy. It has provided 80 handle. I don't know how much did you get. And then I knew that it can fall one more time to build the order block, right? Those people who are with me for so long, you guys know this. Market structure shift, you have any confusion? I don't have any confusion. A beautiful market structure shift, a beautiful fair value gap. Market went here, came to this last fair value gap below this buy side liquidity. See this buy side liquidity. Below this buy side liquidity, this is the last fair value gap over here. Market came to this last fair value gap as a reaction, sent the market lower again. Why? To build the order block for this 22 YT model. Fall, lowest down close body close candle is going to be your order block. Now, this candle is really so difficult for me to look for the order block. If this candle was like that candle, I wouldn't give a shit about this bearish fair value gap over here. But as you can see here, small body long wick, I was not so much confident to use it as an order block. So I needed to see a body close above this gap so that I can take the buy depending on this order block, not from this inverse gap. Just need to see this bearish PDA to be broken. But it didn't do that. Instead of that, you worked it as a consecutive order block. Tap to this consecutive order block. I have seen it later, okay? And then go higher. Take this buy side liquidity. What is this last gap? How many times did I show you this last fair value gap? I didn't talk about this last fair value gap as well over here. This is the candle that has closed above this last fair value gap over here. Tap to this last fair value gap. Not even a single body has closed below this last fair value gap. Which last fair value gap? That is holding the buy side liquidity. See this buy side liquidity? It is holding the buy side liquidity. Closed, tap. More importantly, after trading this order block, what this market should make? Anybody can tell me that? It should make an unfilled gap. Above this unfilled gap, institutional order flow entry drill. So this candle here didn't only fall to trade this last gap as inversed way, but also it tapped to this gap. If it wouldn't do that, I would say that after clearing this buy side liquidity, it will fall again to trade this gap. But when it has done this, I was more interested to see it work as an order block, middle order block. Tap here, here, keep going higher. This is the candle that has valid that order block. Tap here, keep going higher. Take this buy side liquidity, fall again one more time. Came to this unfilled gap over here, fill this gap 100%, and take this buy side. I'm watching this market. Can it fall now? Now I'm interested to see, can it fall now, or does it really would love to go? If it really would love to go higher, remember this is that 6 on 8 level that has the power to stop the market and send it lower again. This 6 on 8 level. So in front of me we have London reversal. Sorry, London close reversal. So we'll see if around the last macro can the market fall a bit. It doesn't need to come over here, but if it come over here, that is the best case of scenario. Otherwise, I'll look for any sort of selling opportunity. I'll go for that sell right now. I'm not bullish anymore. I was bullish until this buy side liquidity, and if it could take this buy side liquidity, but I was more interested to see this liquidity to be taken. When it has been taken, I'll now watch, can the market fall, or does it really would love to go higher? If it keep going higher, I have already missed the opportunity. I love to take the entry at the beginning of the run. So that was the beginning of the run from this specific setup. That was the beginning of the run. You remember what did I say over here? I want to see this market to fall, take this liquidity at first, trade this gap, then it should start to go higher. It was a very specific thing. Yeah, I tried to take this sell, but it didn't work. And the way it worked over here, I was not able to enter over here because it was highly volatile. Those people didn't join yet over here. I want to show you one more time. If you are with us in our T2SMC Trader Discord group, come to this browse the channel on the left hand side to the top. Browse the channel. Come over here, write down giveaway. So when you write it down, it will appear on the chart. On the right hand side, there is a box. Click on that box. On the left hand side, inside the creator updates, it can be something like this. Okay, so you won't be able to see something over there. Just click on that arrow. It will show you the giveaway. Click on that giveaway and click on this box over here. For the first time, when you click it, there will be nothing. If you click it one more time over there, it will give you a message. You have already entered this giveaway. So the winner will be chosen randomly within 11 minutes. So if you didn't enter yet, please make sure you have entered. Okay. Hope someone will win this account. I just don't know when I'm going to give the next account. So this is the account for now. If I get some commission, of course, I'll try to buy another few accounts so that I can give them to you. Buy side liquidity already touched. Liquidity build and liquidity taken has a different perception. So it has touched it. Okay, previously, remember where it has touched it means that it has built more beautiful liquidity. Now I'm interested to see, can it fall. I need a setup over here to take the sell. I'm also watching the 15-second chart. If you have the ability to see the watch the 15-second chart, you will be able to see that there is a small gap over here. See this gap, I'm sorry, small market structure shift, but there is no single gap over there. So I need a gap over here to see some sort of fair value gap so that I can frame a sell over there. Still now there's no opportunities for me to take the sell. Guys, please don't forget to push the like button. How many likes did I get? 92 people are watching, 68 likes. Can you guys please push the like button for me? Please. SMT with yes. Are you asking about buy null? By the way, the next giveaway, whenever I'll be able to do that, I'll give it to the members only people. Those people who are my members, I'll give this to those people like as an appreciation. Now, are you asking about a buy SMT or bearish SMT? Which one you are asking about? Okay, so you are asking about a bearish SMT. It's cool. Let's see, brother. Look at this YM. Just look at this YM. What it is doing. Not moving anywhere. This is an area where this market has no idea where it will go. It is trading the 50% of the dealing range. This is exactly the 50% of the dealing range. So even though I'm breaking this market step by step, still that is highly risky. Highly risky over here to trade this market. I have framed two trade today. One is a losing trade for 37 handle. Another one has given me 80 handle. I don't know how much did you catch. Is there anyone who got that buy? 80 handle, okay? Out of like one loss for 37 handle, one win for 80 handle. It is not only going to mitigate your loss, it's also going to make you a profitable trader over there. If you're not greedy, if you can manage your trade in nice way. Archana, you got it. Congratulations, sister. By the way, I'm watching right now the market to see if I can frame a sell. It doesn't mean that you have to look for the same thing. You can keep looking for the buying opportunity, guys. The London is going to close within a moment, and I will see if I can frame a sell around the London close. Okay, actually, I saw that there is a message. Actually, it was a trading view that was by taking the $7 for the data. So I thought someone has donated. Guys, I have opened this. I'll just wait a bit, then see if it can provide any selling opportunity. I would love to ask you something. It's not something you have to do, but if any of you are interested, you guys can help me about that. To the top of this box, there is a box you can see here, 187. It's a donation actually. So far, I have got that donation, $187. If you come to the sorry, to the comment box, okay. So I'm not able to pin it today because I have pinned the Discord link to the pin comment. So if any of you are interested to join us through that Discord from that gift, from that pin comment, okay. Here you see support the solar system. If you click on that link, it's not a scam or something. Don't worry about that. It will provide you here, okay. And you can donate me something. I need to build a setup, so that while it will be an load shedding, now these days the weather is really good, so I'm still able to be here. But if the weather is bad, there will be a lot of load shedding over here, and I won't be able to continue this stream. So if any of you are interested to donate me for the solar system, I highly appreciate that. So if you come here to this link, right now I'm not able to pin it, so you see here support the solar system. You will get that message like here and there, and you can simply donate me from here, okay. If any of you are interested, it's not something you have to do. I'll just call it as a appreciation, guys. Hey Evan, Avnit, how are you, brother? 5 minutes left. 5 minutes, it should be 5 minutes, right? Yeah, 5 minutes left before the winner. If you didn't enter yet, just join to this giveaway. It's gonna be closed within 5 minutes. Click on this, you will be entered over here. Who is green today? It should be green. Who is green today? Even if you copy my trade, you should be green today. Dora, you are talking about some inversion fair value gap. Okay, so you are watching this gap as an inversion gap. Last gap worked as inversion gap. I hope so. You are talking about, I mean, I think you are talking about this gap. Nice, nice observation, sister. I didn't see that before. I'm just seeing it right now. Wow, Temtika, you are green today. Congratulations, brother. If you are green, either switch to another account or just do the paper trade. Don't keep trading from your same account because don't put your profit to the gamble table again. You're profitable, come back tomorrow to make some more profit over there. I hope that's the best idea. I think that's the best idea. I'm just waiting to see if the London close can give me the reversal. My maximum line is this, sorry, maximum up move is until that line over here. If it touch this line, that is the last line for the bull run. Like here, the bear run could be this fair value gap. The last fall should be until this bullish fair value gap. Same thing when this market is going higher, the last line is here, this line over there. 3 minutes left. If you didn't enter to the giveaway yet, make sure you have entered already. 3 minutes left. Okay, guys. So 2 minutes left actually. For the last moment, I will just watch who is going to be the winner. $55 loss. Still, that's awesome, man. Today's market is going to close around 12 p.m. Tamimi, am I right? Okay, Tamimi just told me that today's candle is going to, I mean, today's market is going to close at 12 p.m. Let me see actually. No, I don't think so. It's going to be open. I don't know. Okay, for the last more minute, I really would love to stay over here to see who is going to be the winner. Okay, Tamim just told that it's going to close around 11:30, but I can see it's not going to close around 11:30. So let's see who is going to be the winner. This is the last moment, last minute. Who joined to this area? Tito, is Lucid always crypto payout? No, man. They have the work market. So if you make an okay, if you make an ID in work market, you will be able to get the payout work market, and from work market, you can simply transfer the money to your bank account. Three, two, one, zero. Congratulations, Mystery. You own the 50K Lucid account. Mystery, are you here, brother? I'll just okay. Is she a girl? I think so. Congratulations, Mystery. I just gave you the request. Please accept my request, okay? I'll contact you with you, brother or sister. I mean, I'm just not sure about you. You're the gender because you don't have any name. So whatever it is, okay? I'll just send you the friend request. Please accept the request, okay? And I will come to you. This is that 6 on 8 level, the maximum run for the bullish market. That is the maximum run for me to the bullish market. So I'm now interested to see can it fall. At the same time, you can see here this 15-minute candle has just closed exactly to the top of this new week opening gap. So still now this 50-minute candle is respecting the new week opening gap. I'm interested to see can it fall now. Remember, this line is not a random line. So it tapped to this line, wanna see can it fall from this line. If it keep going higher, I will have no opportunities to take the entry over here, remember. But I'm interested to see can it reverse from this line. It doesn't need to happen exactly from this line. It can go a bit higher because that line is actually from the hourly chart. So this is the hourly delinquency high. This is the hourly delinquency low. This is the 50%. This is the 6 on 8 level. So can it reverse from this level, which is aligned with this bearish parabolic gap from the hourly chart over here? It can go a bit higher and then fall. At the end of the day, you will see there is just a week over there. Okay. So interested to see can it fall now. If it keep going higher, I'll do nothing. And fall doesn't mean that I'm expecting this is going to fall and go for this sell side liquid. I'm not interested to see that like ICT. I'm just interested to see can it give me some sort of reaction from this line over here. So that reaction will be more than enough for me to be a profitable trader over here. If it doesn't do that, keep going higher. I'll simply do nothing over here. For me, the entry opportunity was from here around that area. I was not interested. I actually didn't also notice this last gap before. As an hindsight, I have seen this last gap later. Otherwise, I would start to frame the buy from this last gap. I didn't see that while it was happening. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I'm now interested to see can it fall. First of all, this is the London close, so market most of the time gives some kind of react reversal from there. Secondly, this market came to the most logical level, which is 6 on 8 level, and it is bullish without clearing any sort of sell side liquidity. So now can it fall and take some sort of swing low? That is all I'm interested to see. Okay, it's Anish. Congratulations, Anish. Why you didn't believe, man? It's a regular market day, no early close. Hey, Suzivan, how are you, man? Did you take any trade today? It's a mystery. Oh man, it's a mystery, absolutely. He's a boy. Okay, Anish. Anish. Congratulations, brother. Ali, can you check 1 hour now in fair value gap? Yes, sir. I have already seen that. This 6 on 8 level is aligned with an hourly bearish fair value gap. So I'm watching can it reverse from this line over here. So I'm giving highest priority to this line as well as that bearish fair value gap from the hourly chart. Okay. So can it do that from here? If it doesn't do that, keep going higher. I'm not interested to enter over here. To me, the entry opportunity was here, around there, to the bottom. If I miss the entry over here, I was not brave enough to take the buy from this order block, rebuy. Remember, first I took the buy from here, then the rebuy, I was not able to take from here because of this gap. This gap was aligned with the bullish order block very near to each other, and this order block was not so much convincing to me. Just because of that, I didn't take the entry. So I wanted to see the body close above this gap, then I'll take the buy from this gap without any kind of confusion. Unfortunately, that was a big run, and then actually worked with this consecutive order block over here, and then keep going higher. Unfortunately, I missed this trade over here. You guys remember I was not bullish as when this line is taken, that line was taken, market tapped to this 50-minute bullish gap. I was only interested to see this buy side liquidity. I told that I can be wrong, it can keep falling. I will do nothing over there. Like here, I'm doing nothing. Some I would do nothing over here or simply let them go without taking any trade. How did it fall? 22 YT model. I was not able to take this sell as well because if I take this sell over here and if I cover this whole area, that's gonna cost me 80 handle, 90 handle, 100 handle, which is nearly impossible for me to cover. From here to here is nearly 68 handle. I don't like to use this type of big loss. The market recovered almost half of Friday loss. I want to show you something. I hope it will be there. Okay. Just look at this comment, okay, from the Discord. Again, I'm still not 100% confident because ICT is bearish. If I wouldn't see ICT's video, yesterday's video, my word would be absolutely different. Okay. It's a candle nobody can ignore, more than 5% down. So it was a 5% down. See here, 5.39%. It was a 5.39%. nearly 1600 handle. I know you are thinking about great fall. I know you are thinking this is going to fall, okay? I don't think so. It's time yet for the great fall. Expecting a grand rise next week. I wanted to see this market to go higher again. From the weekly chart, you see this fall, dramatical fall over here. I wanted to see a dramatical up move over here. So far, how much this market has moved? 900 handle. So it was a fall. It was a fall last week, okay? Last week, the whole week, it was a fall of 2000 handle. 2000 handle by the whole week. By Monday, this is a grand rise of 1000 handle. 1000 handle. So that was the thing I was saying over here. I'm just not saying with confidently because my whole understanding has been changed because I have watched ICT's video. I highly respect him. He's my mentor. I am not interested to go against ICT himself. Just because of that, I didn't talk about only the buy today. Otherwise, this was the message I gave you exactly after this whole thing over here. I think nobody has written it because nobody has given any reaction over here, but that was like here. It's a candle. Nobody can ignore. More than 5% down, 1600 plus handle drop. I know. You are thinking about great fall. I don't think so. It's time yet for the great fall. Expecting a grand rise. I was expecting it will go higher, okay? Grandly go higher next week. This week, I'm interested to see a big run, up run. But later I have watched ICT's, his video. So unfortunately, my whole thinking process has been changed, and this is what it is. Okay, unfortunately, this is what it is. If I wouldn't see ICT's video, I would start to say, "Come on, man, let's wait for the boom." Came to the upper quadrant of the opening gap. I believe so. That is the upper quadrant of the opening gap. Oh no, okay, yeah, here. Okay, this is the upper quadrant of the opening gap. Market tap to this upper quadrant of the opening gap. Started to go higher. Good. What do I want to see specifically? What do I want to see? Now, again, I'm not going to go against ICT himself. I want to see this market to come here, this buy side liquidity to be taken, then come here, this buy side liquidity to be taken, and finally to build a new all time high by this week. I still would love to get the confirmation by ICT himself that this market is not actually bearish. That's why I used this dealing range over here from the hourly chart, quadrant high, low, 50%, 6 on 8%. So can it fall from here for a great fall for this sell side liquidity and then some sell side liquidity over here? And of course, the bullish pair will come over here. Can it come over here? Okay, because I don't want to go against ICT. That is the only reason for me to think about some sort of bearish move over here. Can it fall from this logical level? If it fail, this upper quadrant I'm showing you here from a very specific area, going to remove the all thing over here. I have already done this at the beginning as market has already around 9, 11, 10. So I would love to repeat it one more time to you guys. Look at these things. I know. You will say, brother, everyone can do that as an hindsight. It's not an hindsight. It's something I have done long before it appeared on the chart. Low, high, lower low. Body to body. Interested to look for the standard deviation. To me, the strongest deviation is minus 1.5 standard deviation. When it has been broken by the body, this two standard deviation minus two standard deviation, which you are seeing this black line. Okay, so when I'll remove this standard deviation, you'll be able to see there is a black line over here. This has a possibility to give a reaction to send the market lower to take some sort of liquidity that you have seen over here in that big fall over here. After coming over there, I'm more interested to see can it go higher again and touch this minus 2.5 standard deviation. It has to come over here in my belief. So when I'm going to remove this line is my highest target. So I want to see this market to come over here. I can be wrong. Again, I can be wrong. Maybe this market will fall. I don't know. So ICT showed this gap to me. I kept this gap to my chart, which is the new week opening gap. As ICT told, it can be inversed from here. Still, the body didn't close. Okay, so maybe it will close below this gap. You will be able to see there is a wick around there. There is a wick, just a wick. I'm watching it. The ch- the chart also I'm watching it, okay, from 15 seconds chart. So if it close below this new week opening gap, you'll be just able to see that there is a week. It doesn't matter. Maybe it will fall. I highly appreciate if it falls because I want to see my mentor is right. I want to be wrong over here. So it can fall for this sell side liquidity and for this gap over here. Okay. It can simply come around this area. If it come here, I'm really highly appreciate that. If I wouldn't see ICT's comment over there, how would I predict this market? This market went higher, fall, lowest down close, body close candle, water block, extended to my right. Also watching the 50% fake breakout. Can it keep going higher from this lowest down close, body close candle? All I wanted to see a bearish gap will be here, and then this market will work like this way. Toop, 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 toop. This is what I want to see over here to this market to work like that way. Again, I can be highly wrong over here because my mentor is bullish. Sorry, bearish. So when my mentor is bearish, I highly appreciate to be wrong over here. So this week, as long as it's not going to do anything, I'll just wait for that. Again, how far this market maximum fall over there? Why it will reverse from there? Hold dealing range low to high. If you go for the quadrant level, this is that upper quadrant. See upper quadrant 50%, lower quadrant low. If it reverse from here, that is the best case of scenario. Of course it can come over here, there is nothing wrong, but if it reverse from here, that is the best case of scenario. As it is the daily chart, still I'm able to take the buy over here. If it was from 15-minute chart, I would miss the buy over here. As it is from the daily chart, I highly appreciate if it can go higher from there. As well as you can see here, this what to say, I mean, let me show you this Nasdaq, sorry, this ES has built so beautiful sell side liquidity around that area. Now, if my mentor is right, which is ICT himself, then of course it can fall for this sell side liquidity over here. If I were here, I would never say that it's going to fall for this sell side liquidity. It's going to leave this sell side liquidity so that it can go higher at first, and then it can target that sell side liquidity over there for the ES. And when I would start to look for sell, remember from September or October, I need the great fall either in September or October. So around September or October, I'll be very careful. I'll be very happy to catch this sell side liquidity, that sell side liquidity, that sell side liquidity over here. All of this sell side liquidity, I'll be very happy to catch them. So here, so I was saying here, this upper quadrant level has been respected so far. Market is rejecting from there, gave me nearly 1000 handle. I am not still happy. I need to see this market to keep going higher. And of course, my mentor, if he's right, then it will fall. We'll see if it make any sense. Okay, guys, I'm a bit confused actually because I have watched ICT's weekly analysis video, and I really would love to respect him. So that's all I'm doing, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, God willing, brother. See you, brother. Good morning, Mogit. How are you, brother? I saw that post. Oh, okay, Suzivan, you have seen that. Very good. Your backline is 50% of fair value gap on our right. Absolutely, brother. It's the time to fall. If it doesn't fall now, it will never fall. Something like that. Okay, there is a gap. Let me mark that gap. Do I have anything else? No, nothing. Perfect. Anish, I will just give you a message, brother, if you are still over here, and I'll give you the account, okay? If you're still over here. After when I'll done my stream, I'll give it to you by tonight. I mean, sorry, by today. According to the New York time, I'll give it to you by today. Is that a valid swing low to take the sell? I don't think so. I don't think so. How can I enter? It's not a valid swing low. Okay. Either way, it didn't give me the market structure share. I mean, sorry, gap as well. So I don't need to worry about that. So it came to this fair value gap. Does it really would love to go higher for this specific gap over here? We'll see. So okay. Buy side has been cleared respecting this order block. I'll just see if it can close one more time up this order block so that I can frame a buy. If it do that, okay. Even though it has cleared some liquidity, should I do that? It should fall, man. Why it's not falling? Okay, perfect. That's a beautiful swing low. Let's see if it can shift this swing low over here so that I can find a market structure shift. Good. This is going to be my third trade for today. If it build a gap over here, I have to take the sell from that gap. Otherwise, the sell is valid from this gap. Okay. So I can simply put my stop loss over here, which is gonna, if it build a gap over here, I'll try to find that sell from that gap. If it doesn't build any gap over here, I'll just look for the sell from this gap over here. For this gap, so until here, until there. Perfect. Just to watch if it can be make a gap over here. I'll just try to take the sell from that gap. Otherwise, the sell is valid from this gap. The third trade for today. I hope it will give me some opportunities. If it doesn't, bad luck. So this is the only opportunity to take entry. So this is gonna be the third trade for today. I'll just take a risk of 26 handle to see if it can fall and give me that opportunity until the bullish period over here from 15-minute chart, which is nearly 52 handle. I think more than enough for being profitable. Mm, 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 mm. It has cleared almost 99% I mean liquidity over here. This is a beautiful market structure shift according to my understanding, and that is an immediate reaction from this gap. Stop loss is just 26 handle. Would love to see can it fall from this fair value gap. So until this line, of course, I'll see if I can provide. I mean, if it can provide me some sort of partial opportunities. Third trade for today. Maybe it is not going to work, but I'll try this sell. I really hate if it build any sort of bullish fair value gap over here. I'll start to hate this market. If any of you are interested to take this trade, make sure your your partial level is here. It should be your partial level over here, around there. So if it can fall here and give you the partial, take the partial, put your stop loss to the break even. Third trade for today. The third trade for today, okay? That should be the partial. Your stop loss has to be to the break even. Try to take another partial to the top of this new week opening gap over here. Just try to take another partial over here, okay? Just remember it can come back again to trade this water block before falling. But if any of you are in this trade, make sure you have taken the partial. Your stop loss is at the break even. Make sure it's at the break even and try to the second partial to the top of this new week opening gap because it can simply reverse from the new week opening gap, guys. So be very careful. That should be the target, okay? I'll write down boom. Here is very small boom, by the way. If you have opportunities to hold the runner, you can hold it. But to me, that should be the target over here. I clearly call it. This is gonna be my third trade for today. So don't think that it was something like random or something like that. No, man. This is something, you can hold the trade if you want, but to me, this is really awesome. Yeah, you can hold the trade until this gap if you want. Otherwise, I prefer to close the trade immediately. But you can maximum hold the trade until this gap here if it fall. Otherwise, if it reverse from this gap from the 50-minute gap, we'll have nothing to do. Anybody was there in this trade with me? No worries, Anish. I'll talk to you. Waiting to see a good market structure shift. That was the best market structure shift ever in this market. The best 22 IT model. I would get confused if there was another fair value gap because in that type of scenario, my stop loss would be like too much. Okay, so here to maybe there is a gap. So it could be 43 handle. I would start to say that when I don't know what to say. But when I had the only opportunity to enter from here, which is the 22 white model gap, that was just 26 handle risk. I don't give a shit about 26 handles. So if I take a loss of 26 handle, I don't give a shit. Okay. It has given you so far 51 handle is more than enough for being profitable. If any of you are in this trade, either close your trade over here or just hold one or two micro contract, let them go. Maximum portion of the profit should be closed already while it tapped to this line because it is trading this bullish parabolic from 15 minutes. It's an extremely bullish market, by the way. Just let one or two micro contract to go if it can come until here to this specific gap over here. My target, this was my target. Okay, yeah, I prefer to close the trade exactly over here to this line. But if you're really interested to hold the trade, you can let one or two micro contract to go until this gap. That is my last line for this fall. That should be my last line for the fall. If any of you are in this trade, either hold, I mean close the trade already, or just hold it until here. Not even a single, even close it here. Okay, close it here. If you have opportunities, just close it over there. If you are still in this trade, not even to this gap, just close it here. That's 119 handle, not bad. So far it has given you just 83 handle. Jamil, boom, thank you, man, so for writing boom, man. Jamil, your target is that. Okay, I read your comment. Oh my god, just got back to my chart. I have missed it. Bad luck. Hey Sharada, boom, thanks for writing boom, brother. Did you take this trade, by the way? Is there anyone who got this trade? For the sake of this conversion, I'll keep it over there because that's my last line. See this fall. If it keep falling, I don't give a shit. But when it tap here, I'm done. I don't care what the hell is going to happen next. I really don't care about that. To me, it's done. Now it will keep falling. I don't give a shit. Boom. Thank you. I'm in the cell, T2. Congratulations, team. Congratulations to you as well for your boom. It was a run of 128 handle. So guys, I'm just going to close my stream for today and I'm going to show you all the trade I framed today. This is an order block entry. It's not a beautiful order block to me, but still I tried to take the sell from this order block over here. This is what it is. This is a game. I'm not going to frame every single winning trade. I will take some losing trade as well. I clearly call it. This is going to be my first trade for today. And it was like 37 handle, something like that. Stop loss. It was a losing trade over here. Then I have framed the new next trade over here from this order block. That's a winning trade for and stop loss was below this order block. I so far I remember that was a run of 80 handle, but I will just keep it like 1:1. So you got the partial around 1:1 and you got stopped out to the break even. So I'll keep it like that way. I wanted to take this buy over here. It never gave me the opportunity. And then I framed this sell over here. Three trade I framed, one losing trade, one partial break even, one winning trade, which is 117 7 handle. So all of this thing happened before it. I mean, when I was going to talk to them, I simply tell that no, I'm not going to take this trade. It's not a trade for me to be very confident. So when I found this trade, I simply told that it's gonna be my third trade for today. First losing trade, second, unfortunately, it stopped me out and then didn't give me the opportunity to re-enter. Otherwise, that would be an awesome trade until this buy side liquidity over here, which was 198.91 handle, and the third trade is over here. I hope uh, I've done in a great way. The reading price action was done by, in a great way. I'm in a sell T2 team. Congratulations. I prefer to everyone to close the trade if you are in a sell right now. Now, I'm not saying it can't fall, but I'm saying this is the most logical level to close the trade inside this fair value gap. It's my understanding. Okay, I can be wrong. Maybe this market will fall and take this low. So I don't want you to miss the trade. If possible, let one or two micro contract to go. Maximum portion should be closed, in my opinion. Okay, I can be wrong. Again, I'm not asking you to manage your trade by my advice. But if I were you, I would close my trade over here without any kind of hesitation. All the trade, all the contract would be closed already over there. Giggle Heart, good trade. Boom. Thank you, sister. Net K, are you bullish or bearish going forward? I need to wait for today's candle to close before finding my bias. I would be bullish if I didn't watch ICT's live yesterday. As I have watched ICT's live, I'm not bullish anymore. I'm just holding my bias until today's candle to close. Pitbull, you took the sell. Ali Jali, Ali Jali. Your name was not Ali Jali, if I'm not wrong. Perfect for today. That's cool, man. Team, partial taken. I trail versus closing. Okay, that's cool, man. Let it go. Before I close the stream, I would love to talk about a trade. Actually, I framed yesterday's PM session. That means the Friday PM session. While this market came here, if you guys remember, there was the daily bullish fair value gap. In this big bearish market, there was the 15-minute, sorry, daily bullish fair value gap over here. I've seen this 22 item now. This is a valid swing high for shifting market structure. For the for the beauty, okay? Just for the beauty. I'm marking this high to as a market structure shift. But remember, I was watching this swing high to shift, not that swing high. Just this swing high. Just for the beauty, okay? If I mark it here, it is not going to seem so good over here. It's good looking over there. That's why I'm marking this swing high as a market structure shift. So I was interested to see the market structure shift. That was the fair value gap over here. I had this buy side liquidity over here. That was the buy side liquidity around that area. See this buy side liquidity. I was interested to take the buy from this fair value gap, which was nearly stop loss was nearly 72 handle. I was not able to do that. So that's why I framed this trade and I call out this trade prematurely to our Discord group. If you are in our Discord group, you have already seen this trade I have marked over there. I told this order block when this candle was appearing on the chart. Okay, so it was appearing on the chart. I told to use this order block to take the buy until this buy side liquidity over here around this buy side liquidity around that area. So you can see here when this candle over here, that candle has closed above this line. This the next candle was valid as an order block. So buy was here, stop loss was below this order block. See this order block, just below this order block, which was 35 handle. I was interested to hold this trade for this buy side liquidity. It has given you 62 handle, unfortunately. And I told you to close, I mean, sorry, take the partial around here, around there. And then, of course, you know the stop loss. Where should you put the stop loss? So in this deep discounted market or in this deep bearish market, still we have framed a trade that was more than enough for being profitable here. So that was the only trade I framed on last Friday PM session. And if you guys remember, the AM session was so beautiful to us. Is that here? Okay, guys. I am a bit confused now. Why it seems like today's market? Is that like look? Oh man, look at this. It seems like exactly like today's market. See here, look at this. This exact price action over here. Just look at this price action. Okay, high, low, lower high, lower low. I got confused. High, low, lower high, lower low. So I was just simply got confused. What the hell, man? Did I frame the setup from? However, like it's exactly the same price action. So around the morning session, first I took that losing trade, if you guys remember, and then I keep framing the winning trade over there. So that was a beautiful Friday session to me. And the PM session, I will say just one trade, one partial. And today, one loss, one break even, one boom. And look at this reaction from this gap. See, I didn't talk about this gap. I didn't talk about this gap. I didn't talk about this gap. I didn't talk about that gap. I only talk about this gap. I told you, if I were you, I would close my trade over here. Of course, you can hold the trade if you want. I'm not going to argue with you, because if you miss the profit, you will start to blame me. But look at this. I don't have the time to explain this gap over here right now. So I'm not going to explain why I was expecting this is going to reverse from this gap. Maybe next time when I'll be in market and it will happen, I'll try to explain these things to you. But look at this beauty over here. See, it's not random. It's something very logical to you. I hope it will make some sense why I was keep asking you guys to close the trade over here. Now I'm wrong. Yeah, of course it reversed from the low of this gap. I don't need to be exact where from it is reversing, from the top, from the 50%, from the low. I don't need to be exact, but all I know, this gap is going to hold the market and give me the reaction again, if it make any sense to you guys. 10:45 15-minute candle does not have wick on the bottom, so I'm targeting that 10:45 candle. Okay, so this candle, you are expecting this low is going to be taken. That would be awesome, brother. Thank you for showing that. That would be awesome if it could take this low. Awesome. That could be like the best thing in this market. That could be awesome. And I hope it will fall and to make the wick for that candle. I hope so, brother. So if you find any trade, let us know through the Discord NQ Slayer. Yes, it is my name, bro. Okay, Ali Jali. I think I read your name in a different way. You're not new over here, right, brother? Pitbull, I took the sale, got $30. $30, man. It was a run for 128. So even if you take $1 per one handle, it's gonna be 128 $8, brother. Look, the sale got $30. Oh no worries, man. Lol, please last fair value gap explain. No, it's not the last fair value gap. It was something here that is aligned with this area, this 22 YT model. Market structure shift, fair value gap, order block, trade the order block, unfilled gap. This is aligned with this 22 YT model. Next time I'll talk about that, Dora. Of course, I'll do that. So see you guys. I hope it's a winning day, win-win situation. At least that was a smart entry. I hope so. You guys are profitable. If you are not, don't force the market. Come back around the PM session. It's the lunch hour, so don't try to trade this lunch hour. Come back around the PM session. I hope you will get something good around the PM session. So until the next time, cheers, guys. Please don't forget to push the like button before you leave the stream. Okay. So see you until the next time. Cheers, guys. And if I see something good around the PM session, I'll of course share it through the Discord.